Welcome to another episode of Cuzzins at the Cookout.
Yo, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a
Life
minute.
was lifing. Oh, sorry, that chair.
Oh, excuse you.
It's a chair.
I smelled
it. But you dealt it. But it's your host, Angie, and...
Oh, it's me, Demi.
Why are you always doing that?
I don't know, because
we just came back.
What
We
I'm
need
feeling
to...
today.
But we need the people to know that...
Oh, everything's great. Everything's great. Oh, it's me, Demi.
It's holiday season. Ooh. What you bringing to the cookout besides...
These, so I'm not gonna bring these hands.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring. You know what? I'm gonna bring cinnamon sugar pretzels. Because they're mad good.
They're mad good.
No matter what season it is.
They are.
Summer, winter, spring, fall.
Ooh, it's so good.
Is it good for you? That's to be debated.
You know, I think
Is
it's
it
just
good in your mouth?
It's
yeah, that.
just the pretzels. Why would you say that? Why would you phrase it?
What? You won't say that?
It's a good in your mouth.
I usually tell people that when it comes to like wine and stuff like that. They're like, "Oh, what's this?" I'm like, "Oh, it has a. If you want this wine, it's really good. It has a good texture. It feels real good in the mouth."
Oh, okay.
And they get it.
Okay.
Everyone likes something nice in the mouth.
Yeah, everybody does. That is true. Yeah, that is very true. Today, I'm bringing some Southern sweet tea. To call for my cousin over here.
Ooh.
Southern sweet tea is so good.
Oh, good. I get
It's
to
my
judge
favorite.
it. I'm the one that lets you know if it's good enough.
I'm gonna give the regular Lipton.
I'm gonna taste it. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be like, add more sugar. This is given the North tried to make Southern sweet tea. You need another 2 pounds of sugar.
Yo,
It needs to be like
sweet?
syrup.
Damn.
Like when you pour it out in your glass, it needs to like crack the glass, and you'd be like, tsh. And then I'm like,
Okay.
that tea's ready.
Okay, when it
That
cracks the
tea's ready
glass.
for consumption.
Okay.
That like diabetes. I want a taste of it. That's how you know Southern sweet tea is good.
Okay, but did you use Lipton like that I don't know if they had it in the South.
Oh yeah, we got Lipton. Did we use Lipton?
Like,
Like
did you use
that?
Lipton in the summer?
I don't know. We use some brand of tea. It's it's usually not about the brand of tea. It's how you fix the tea that you're given. It's just like life,
Yeah, that's
we
true.
take whatever tea bag we get and we're gonna spruce it up.
Right, or don't let the teabag you. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta.
Tea bag?
Oh,
Well,
you play games. You know what teabagging is.
I don't.
You know
I
what
don't.
teabag.
I don't. I had no. This is my first time ever hearing that.
All right, we're gonna look this up for you.
Don't you have to do that.
No.
This is family friendly.
What? This is the cookout.
This is for the
we
kids.
We airing out all the laundry.
All right, shall I read this?
Yeah, if you want to.
Teabagging is a slang term for the sexual act involving someone placing their scrotum in the mouth of their sexual partner for sexual pleasure, or into the face or head of another person. Sometimes as a comedic device. Someone would just put the balls in your head and be like, ha ha.
Yeah, I haven't had it done to me because I would have. For those listening on audio, basically punch it.
I don't know. I don't listen to PG-13 things, so I don't know.
Stop it.
It's my first time hearing it.
Okay, guys, make sure you subscribe to his OnlyFans. The link is going to be down below.
It's going to be released before Christmas. It's
Christmas special.
It's definitely a stocking stuffer.
Yeah, yo, feels good in the mouth. No, we gotta stop. Guys, this is we're back. Here we are. Hi.
Speaking of back, you just came back from Greece.
I sure did.
How was it?
It was great. It was nice being on the water. Even though it was hot as hell out there, the water was really cold. But then people are like, "Oh yeah, the Mediterranean Sea doesn't like warm up like that," and I'm like, for the Caribbean, like I would expect if it's hot outside, I expect the water to be hot.
Yeah,
but it was
bit.
not hot. But when we went to this really nice beach. I think it's Passaro Beach. It was really nice. Actually, near the beach had a lot of like name brands that I've never heard of, but my friends who got money heard of it. It's just like I think they had like Coach. Even they had like Coach over there. I'm gonna make a vlog. You'll definitely see that. But it was a really nice beach.
Oh, shit.
I'm happy at the time we went because if we went during high season, which I think is from June to August, the streets gonna be crowded because it's very. Europe has a lot of small streets and corners and crevices, and to have that many people, especially with families and shopping and all that stuff, it would have been a headache. I really don't want to be around a lot of people. I know we live in New York City, but that's too much. Like I don't like no New Yorker or anybody who's been here long enough wants to go to 42nd Street.
No,
nobody wants to go to 42nd Street. Now it's crackhead run, okay? Crackheads up there, so like, like they are, a part of the district. They're the community. No hate, but it's just like, oh, okay.
This is what it is. Yeah.
This is what it is. So, but yeah, I love Greece. I would definitely go back. We didn't get to go to a lot of the other islands because it was like end of season, so a lot of things were closing. But I think if I were to go back, I would go Naxos, which is where a lot of the regular, where the Greek people vacation. I heard Crete is good. Somebody who was from Greece said Crete was really beautiful.
Yeah.
So I would definitely want to go there. I want to go back to Athens. Athens, I will say, had probably the best food to me, to us, to the group. And it's more affordable than Mykonos, because Mykonos know that they're the ones that, people go for.
That's I think that's where Lindsay Lohan had that one show
I didn't know that that's where that was from.
I think she did that. I think she did it in Mykonos. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I didn't go to Santorini, which we also want to go, because we already got the Airbnb for Mykonos, so we're not leaving that beautiful villa. It was so beautiful. That villa was so gorgeous. And I had my own little room. It's kind of like my own little apartment.
Oh.
So it was really nice. It was really nice. But it was a great trip. Went with the right people.
Yep.
Had an amazing time. Like, I would go back.
Oh,
I'd recommend it.
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
You heard
would
it.
recommend. And for the men that I did see, I was like, okay.
They were Greeking.
Looking like the statues.
They're like, ooh, is that Aries?
Like, is it? Is that Hercules?
Apollo?
Hercules, look at it was one of the guys was definitely giving Apollo. I was like, Zeus. I mean, Zeus would be more like a Zaddy. Zeus would be a Zaddy.
Yeah.
Which we did see one. He had like this really dark curly hair, thick beard. I probably was gay. Most like he's gay. I was looking at the shorts and I was like, but Europeans.
I'm about to say this Europe though.
Yeah,
it's
Europe
really
is a little
different.
It's not as telling.
Yeah.
But and he had like these really blue eyes, like or just because of reflects off of all the white. Like it was just his eyes were stunning.
Oh, well.
Stunning. No, that man looked good. But Greece was amazing.
Good. I'm glad you got to enjoy your time there.
I did.
You missed out on some current events in the States, are you?
Oh yeah, I'm back in the restaurant. So what's up?
Have you seen the whole thing with the figure Keith Lee?
Oh yeah.
I
actually didn't watch his reviews until that happened. I was like, let me see what's going on.
I think I saw like images of him before, but I never went to like his content. But yeah, after seeing people so, I want to say uproar, but hearing a lot of conversations about him, quote unquote, trashing Atlantic restaurant scene. When I actually looked at the videos, he really wasn't really trashing them. He was just speaking on like his experience with certain things, and he said both positive and negative things, which what you get from a restaurant.
Honest reviews.
But did you see that? Like, what was your thought of that?
When I heard about it, when I was listening to what he was saying, because you got to listen to what people are saying.
Yeah.
And when I was listening to what he was saying, I got triggered as somebody who is in food and hospitality, because especially working in a place that does prioritize people who are public figures, stuff like that, celebrities. I was like, okay, so I didn't think he was saying anything bad. I don't think he was bashing them at all. It sounded like he was just saying, hey, I'm here. I just want to be treated like a regular person with my family. I don't want to jump the line. If I gotta wait, I gotta wait.
Yeah.
That's it.
And to me, even if he is a public figure at that moment, he's cosplaying as a regular person. Yeah. So even if, to me, I was like, even if he's lying and just and want to do that for a story angle, you have to treat it for the character he given you. And right now, that character is to be treated like a regular person.
Right.
But in the same vein, how common is that? That is so common. Like, it sucks. and not saying it's right, but if you go to a restaurant and they tell you it's an hour wait for you, and Beyonce come in behind you, or her representative said, "We need a table for Beyonce," they get in Beyonce a table in 5 or 10 minutes, maybe two to 3 seconds actually.
Right.
So it's,
yeah,
I was like, I get what he's saying, but at the same time, I was like, but that's how that's how it works in almost every aspect, though, of business. Because I see a business with it sucks, but it depends on who you are and your image and what you could quote unquote do for the restaurant.
Right.
But I was like, people's just like, yeah. I was like, yeah, but that's probably going to happen because restaurants it shows a big form of classism. To me, it shows a big form of classism in the most simplest ways.
Simple.
It's like you're all buying the same exact food. You're probably going to spend the same amount of money there because 9 or 10 times celebrities aren't always going there wilding out. The few times I serve celebrities, their check average lower than some of the average.
Yeah, for real.
What an actual like everyday person will actually spend at a restaurant. But it's a way to I don't know, separate those who are regular civilians into the quote unquote elite. Mm-hmm. So when he said that, like, he didn't like that, but I was like, you've been doing reviews for a long time enough now to know, like, that's kind of the name of the game.
Yeah.
And I don't know, when he did mention that, I was like, are you hoping to change certain aspects of dining and how that's done, or are you just stating it? Because that's going to happen no matter what. It sucks. I'm not saying it's great. I would hate to have to wait an hour and a half.
I would never wait an hour and a half.
I would never wait an hour and a half. It's just not that good to me.
I don't care.
I could cook at home.
There's too many mom and pop shops. I'm not waiting an hour and a half.
Too many mom and pop shops.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I was like,
no, 100%.
Too many.
But if I see that, but also if I see like somebody who's famous behind me come in and get a table ahead of me, I'm not going to be too upset because I'm also just assume that would happen.
Right. And also, I don't know what the scene is in Atlanta because I haven't been to Atlanta, but I know in New York City, for a lot of these places, if there's like celebrities and stuff, they will give them a lot of free things. There was somebody who came in who got, was he tech? He's basically in tech. And he got money. Mm-hmm. And they comped his whole check. And I think did he tip? It was before our time, but it didn't sound like he tipped a lot. Yeah. And it was like, wow. So you giving these people, like, because if they make money, they want to keep money. If they got money like that, they want to keep money. And so they're going to take whatever opportunity they can get to not spend as much. And that's what they were getting. They were just getting a lot of free stuff. And so I'm not saying all of them like that, because there have been a few celebrities that did pass through and they tip well. Mm-hmm. But, for a lot of them, if they can get, a lesser check, they'll take it. And a lot of times they send them all this free stuff and then they won't even eat it. Yeah, it's just a waste of food. There was a rapper that came through and they gave him mad free stuff. Yeah. I was serving one of his tables, which seemed like a bunch of promo girls and I didn't know. It was a whole big confusion. It was crazy. But, it was just like they get all this free stuff, and I don't even think, most of the times they're not even paying. It's probably like their PR team or something. Yeah, it's usually a publicist or manager that actually ends up paying for it, and I'm not sure, are they got an imaginary budget in their head? Right. But that budget does not include tip. It's like you can expense that tip. Like, you can expense it. So expense it and give us 20%. It's not coming. Yeah. It's coming out of your pocket for now, but you're gonna get it back. Like, you're gonna get it back. But to me, also, when it comes to celebrities, I feel as though, especially ones who either been famous for such a long time or maybe even came from money, I feel as though they're slightly removed from society to a point to realize that this is dining culture. It says at the bottom. There's no excuse. But exactly. So most places should be, because some places they don't have the tip suggestion. But most places will have a tip suggestion at the bottom of your check that percentage and things. But that also falls into people believing if they should have to tip a server
and blah, but that's a whole other video. But that's
a whole
tip
nother
culture.
video.
That's restaurant culture.
It's gonna be like that for
within
a while
the States.
in the States.
There's pros and cons to both of it. The arguments could be crazy, but at the end of the day, it's a concept for that for dining experience here in the States. And if you don't want to deal with those type of rounds and frames, you shouldn't be in that space. You shouldn't come in for all the service and stuff and asking that questions. And it's part of it.
That'll be another video. But it's just like, listen, bro.
It's like I kind of agree with people who think that. I'm like, I get it. You shouldn't have to. You should be able to just pay for whatever you get. But there's also if you weren't tipping the staff, and they had to pay their staff a more livable wage, they're going to still get that out of you by either taxing you more, or that $20 burger you got, now it's $28 because we got to factor in that money to pay the staff to stay. So either way, you're probably going to have to pay for it, or you can just continue not tipping and be a bad person.
Because the system is the way it is.
But that's just how it is. But when it comes to the whole celebrity thing, I'm like, it's I don't know, it's just bonkers. It sucks.
And the thing is, like, a lot of times they'll get all these free things, and the restaurant's hoping that they'll post them. And majority of the time, especially when it's like, like A-list, the ones who are like in, not up and coming, but already got their status solidified right in this current moment, like they won't post about it.
No,
they won't post about it at all.
Well, another reason why they won't post about it, a lot of celebrities, they like to move in a way of being incognito. They don't want their their destinations to be posted all the time.
You're not gonna post
or quote unquote, even though they're super famous, they're still trying to live this imaginary normal life that they no longer have because they traded in for fame and fortune. But a lot of times not all the time. Sometimes it do happen, but a lot of times they won't get that celebrity share that they actually been there. So at the end of the day, you just gave a bunch of free stuff to someone who didn't really pay anything more than the average person would pay, who also didn't tip the staff in a percentage that should be paid.
Right. It doesn't make a dent in your pocket.
It's like, it's weird. Like, I kind of get it. It's like, I don't know. It's like throwing a bunch of bait in a pond, and that pond doesn't have any fish, but you're hoping one will bite.
Hoping. It got like 7 fish, and this fish are like, I've seen this bait before.
So, I don't know. Restaurants, the classism in restaurants, it should be something that should be, studied and tackled anyway. Because I'm like, wow, this is just food. And a lot of times, too, it's so funny, too, because a lot of times people get their, the food produce is coming from this one company where multiple businesses get it from. So you can have your high 5-star restaurant and your 3-star restaurant both serving the same type of meat. It might be prepared slightly different way, but it's still, at the end of the day, it's kind of the same. So
that's another one of my issues. Is like they giving all the celebrities all these free stuff that they actually don't eat a lot of the times, and then if I as a server mess up and put something in wrong, then they're like, then I get flack. I'm like, why am I getting flack when you send all these people free food? Like one time, I had, I think, it was not too long ago, and I had a table, and I didn't know that they finished. They ate their apps fast. So next thing, I went to the kitchen. I was like, yo, they never got this app. It's been a while. And then the kitchen was like, no, we sent it. Are you sure? And I was just like, no, they didn't get it, but they got it. And I went to the table and I was asking, like, did you guys did you like it or something? Or did you get your food? And they're like, oh yeah, we're just waiting. But they actually got it. So then when I talked to my partner, like in the section next to me, he was just like, yeah, I cleared it and everything. And I was like, oh my gosh, the kitchen's gonna come and find me. Management's gonna find me. And even my busser was just like helping me out. Be like, no, we didn't know. So what I did was I thought fast. I was like, let me go to the table. I was like, hey, just so you know, I was like, management is going to be looking around. Just say you never got the food. So I was like, there's going to be an extra of what you got. I was like, just say that you never got the food. And they were like, oh my gosh, yeah, we got you, no problem. They were like, yeah. So as soon as I was at the table telling them that, and we was all laughing and kikiing, then the manager came and was like, hey guys, we heard you never got the food. So here, we sent you this and this. And they were like, no, we never got it. Yeah. And I was like, yes!
Oscar, Emmy, Grammy,
and my team had my back, like my like
never
partner had my back. They were like, no, we don't know.
It's crazy.
But the fact that they went on a mission, they really went to the mission, talking to the kitchen, all that stuff, just to see who messed up, just for food that y'all give mad celebrities for free. Like, it's not that deep, bro. That's the thing that's getting me. It's not that deep.
Especially for how much you gotta charge for it.
For how much you charge for it and how much you actually paid for the food.
I got chef friends now who don't even go to restaurants because I just find it ridiculous to pay for something where I know they literally got this for a quarter, $1 at most. It's like, it's ridiculous.
Because they buy in bulk.
So I was like, I get it, I understand. But they will,
spending $30 for pasta.
Choose to give it out either free or try to stop their staff from consuming certain things.
Especially when there's there's parties, hand pass, a lot of food, a lot of people don't eat because people are watching their weight. You know what I mean? They'll rather drink their calories than eat it, to be honest. And no, deadass, real, they would rather drink their calories. And so when there's like extra food and we take it to the back, it's like we should be able to eat a little, plate that's nobody touched. But instead, they rather just throw it away. So I'm like, so you like that you can just throw away food after a party than to have people actually consume it and have a good meal for the evening. Yeah. That always boggles my mind. You're throwing it in the garbage. Just let people have it.
They'd rather throw the food away than give it away to someone that they don't see as important or someone that they can get a reward for giving it to.
Right. But then next in the kitchen in the back eating steak. All the extra steaks.
But you've been hungry for 7 hours.
But I've been hungry.
For 7 hours.
But if you see me eating like a hand pass that nobody touched, that we hand passed it around for the past 30 minutes, I can't have it.
But then to me, I hate relating restaurants and COVID. But I was like, a lot of those COVID cases oddly went down when you shut certain things down, such as restaurants. But you think about it too in the restaurant business. I mean, I never done it, and I'm sure you haven't done it because my mouth isn't built that way. But I'm not eating off someone's old plate. I can't say the same for other co-workers who would do that, and that's how germs get spread. But if you think about it from the very beginning, why are they doing that? Because they're hungry. They don't have access to food right then. They're not getting food, so they broke down. They ate something that could have been wildly contaminated, and then you get things like COVID.
All you have to do was give them the extra food that was going to be thrown away. It's not that hard.
You can save yourself and save staff, and from 2020, save the world.
Right. Just
by being more human.
Just being more human. You're throwing it away. You're wasting money. Give people some food. And even if they don't want to give us the food, if they're like, oh, we're donating it to this kitchen that's not too far, I would be like, no, it's 100%. Fair enough.
Nothing's more hurtful than throwing away perfectly good food in the trash.
We're throwing away fillets.
Just because you couldn't make a profit off of it.
Throwing away fillets.
It's giving tantrum.
It's fillets. And then they talk to you like you don't deserve it. Like I'm also not making the whole place money. Who's the face of the restaurant? Not the host. Yes, they're the first people that people see. But who's the face of the restaurant? The servers. Who gets all the flack for the kitchen messing up, management being rude, them waiting an hour and a half? It's the servers. We get all the flack and we did the least to anybody.
First line of defense.
First line of defense are the servers. So we get all the flack. Maybe sometimes we may mess up an order or something like that. But for the majority of part, no. It's not. It's never that serious. Yeah. The drink's late Our fault, because I'm shaking it up in the back. The kitchen, food's late. Why? Because I'm cooking it in the back while serving 9 tables. Obviously, you had to wait an hour and a half because I'm obviously telling my tables to sit down for an hour and a half and keep sitting down and not to get up. You think that I want the table to sit down for that long and affect my pockets? The more you sit there after you pay your check, the more it affects the server's pockets. Yeah. So you want to mess with my money? I don't care if you paid a lot of money. Like, listen, I think there should be a 15-20 minute grace period. What you said that it's better if they should come back. You said in Atlanta or something they had like a sitting period.
I heard somewhere in the South that there's a sitting. I think it was mainly during the pandemic, and I think they stick with it throughout the pandemic a little bit. But I guess it also depends on the cuisine in place too. But anyway, they have that average time that a person should be sitting and dining in, and then as long as you got your food within that time frame, everything was well, you had the weights, you need to get up and go. Are you going to be charged for the booth? It's more like a booth and table rental that's along with the service. But that rental only come into effect if you stay beyond your time. Because a lot of people thinking once they spend them, I had one guest tell me that one time too. Oh, we spent a lot of money, so we're just going to sit here for a little bit. It's like, that's not how it works. And then also your idea of spending a lot of money may not be my idea of spending a lot of money. Maybe that was a lot of money for you, but that didn't do nothing for my pocket.
That's right.
I'm like, that's great. I'm glad that this will spend a lot of money for you, but I definitely need more guests. And you paid your check and you've been here for like 20 minutes. But I believe
somebody calls. A scam.
Damn
scam
it.
call.
They're calling us. It's a restaurant.
But
basically, it's like once you get the check, you have a 15-minute grace period of getting up before the host have to come to you and be like, would you like to extend your time here at this place? It's going to be X amount of fee. Which is good.
Yeah, because
that should be with every place.
Because we would like to make more money.
It is a business.
And it is what it is.
If a business is going to treat like a business, why can't I treat like a business? So with that being said, I like what Keith Lee is doing. I just think there's certain things that he mentioned in this video where I'm just like, that's going to continue happening. And it's not just tackling restaurant culture. It's like tackling capitalism. Because that's just what it is.
It is what it is, and it's just,
It sucks, but I don't know. Not unless everyone else tackle it all together.
Right, because it's
maybe if you go to a restaurant and you realize that you're getting poorly treated, say something then, but also don't take it out on one specific party, such as your server or host or the busser or whatever. Do know it may be the business models. And a lot of times too, if it takes me a while to come back to your table, I might be dealing with some bullshit, like a celebrity. A celebrity that they made me drop everything else to cater and take care of. And just negate everything else momentarily, and it's not my fault.
They really be up your booty hole about it too, especially when they're a celebrity. They're like, okay, you got this person, you got to make sure you treat them like gold. I'm like, they are gonna get the same service everybody else gets.
Like, great, bitch, you do it.
Yeah, like you stay on top of them. Like
I'm gonna treat them well, like I'm doing everybody else. But now you want me to go way far and beyond. And
no, I don't have the time for that because I still have 7 tables.
Yeah, now I gotta give them shit service to give this person great service.
Right.
Now I look bad.
When we say 7 tables, we mean there's a party of 4, there's a party of 2, there's a party of 6, there's another party of 2, and like it's not just there's 7 tables of 2 people. No, there are different quantities of people.
And a third of your group may have allergies.
And
that's
if there's
extra
allergies,
care and attention.
Extra care and attention, because I don't want you to die and I don't want a lawsuit.
No.
Thank you so much. But it definitely does tackle like, classism or like celebrities. It's annoying, especially when places will put their wait staff in compromising positions. When there's a whole celebrity that's gonna come through and we open after hours just for this celebrity. And it's crazy, and we're not even compensated properly. We're not even giving food properly, because instead they would rather order a cheap takeout pizza instead of opening the kitchen for the staff and creating a little bit of a banquet. I'm not asking for a lot. It could have just been the simple food that's getting close to being thrown away, but instead they would rather just give us a cheap pizza than to, give us proper food that's going to keep us throughout the night, So the only people that helped out was
without
sushi.
giving me the shits.
Without giving me the shits, right? Because he can't even have pizza. But yeah, I mean, sushi was nice. Sushi gave us like a lot of sushi rolls. I was scarfing them down. They had the crab. Then I ate one of them that was just straight salmon, and I was like, that's not what I wanted. But I was the crab ones. I was dogging. I was packing them down. But yeah, Keith Lee's situation. Listen, it is what it is. Atlanta's. The restaurant business sounds worse than New York. There's a lot of rules to that. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was looking at the rules.
Another argument
crazy.
I saw about it too, with the black people. I can say with the black people.
Yeah, with the black community. Yeah, say
with the black
you
people,
from the South too,
especially especially the black people of the South. Their main issue with Keith is being like, oh, you saying negative things about like black restaurants and black-owned restaurants, and you should know about the struggle and things like that. It's like, yeah. That's nice and all. I get it. I support everything that's black everything. But my service wasn't good.
Corrections.
I'm not gonna. You just can't. I just can't give a deaf ear to be like, service bad, food was bad. Yeah. But you know what? They're black owned, so it's okay. And then give a different energy to an establishment owned by another race. I don't think it should be that way, but I don't know. You should be glad about it. You should be good with the critiques. Take them as a positive note. I honestly, from what his videos, maybe I overlooked something, but I never seen him like dog out a place.
No. He would just say like his dry ass voice, like, "Oh, this could be better." This is it. This could be better. But you know what? It is what it is, and that's it. He just says what could be better.
Yeah.
And that's not even it's not even a rough criticism. You should be able to take a level of critique. You're a business.
And then too, my thing is, I haven't seen him request since he is portraying a regular person when it comes to his content. I never see him ask for anything ridiculous or hear about him ask for anything ridiculous at a restaurant. So at the end of the day, I'm just like, why did you drop the ball so bad? Honestly, only thing you should worry about is if he said the food wasn't the best or whatever, but service should still be adequate enough for him not to be like service was bad. Because there's a lot of time to turn things around too in the restaurant, like, I don't know, manager touching the table, being apologetic, sorry for the wait, things like that, which I'm pretty sure that him and his role would take that and reflect and be a little bit different with his videos. So I don't know. I'm just I'm not jumping on the whole Black Crusade thing.
I'm not. Never.
If the service and the food is not good.
No, because I'm gonna treat you like any other business. If it's bad, it's bad. Like, I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're my family. I'm gonna let you know. Like, I'm just like, what?
I'm always gonna look for your business first to spend my money.
Right. Because I want you to be
successful. Because we do know the struggles.
Exactly. But
that doesn't mean I'm going to be okay with that service
and
and
not
food.
all skin folk is kin folk. Because if you really was also about it, you wouldn't be crashing down on him like that either.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't snap back like that just because he gave some critique that wasn't even that bad.
Nah.
It wasn't even that bad. Like, y'all mad sensitive.
And maybe give and the ones who too, because I saw some manager or something like that was like, oh, you gonna take advice or listen to somebody with autism? I was like, yo, yeah. I was like, whoa, first of all, mad unprofessional. So unprofessional. I was like, how do you get this job? That's crazy. And are you fired now?
Probably not.
Because
they agreed with her.
Also I don't know, if you would have said that, respond in a different way, tell him that, you're sorry about his experience. Especially as the owner didn't know about it, you would like for him to, check it out on another day. Try to, regain his regain his money.
Yeah, regain that money. Yeah.
Try to regain his money. Try to get him come back in there too. Maybe he'll reflect differently.
Yeah.
If done differently.
Again, death threats is crazy.
Death threats, that's dumb.
It's crazy.
Yo, this is food.
It's food.
This is food.
That's my thing. This is why I'm stressed out. I'm just like, we need to get out, because I'm just like, we're just serving food and drinks. We're not doctors. We're not saving people's lives. I mean, we are if they have allergies. But we got to prevent that from sending them to the doctors. But it's like, we're not doing anything crazy. We're just here to make you have a good time and serve you some food. But it just seems that now it's just You know, people are like, oh, I'm paying you, so therefore I'm going to make sure that I get everything out of you.
Oh my goodness.
And that's what I hate. It's like, I'm here, yes, we're servers, we're here to serve, but it's not like I'm here to serve you like an indentured servant or like some kind of slave. Like, that's not what we're here for. We're here because we had to train for over a week and some change to make sure that we know the allergies, we know the menu, we know different people's flavor profiles. So we're like, okay, you seem like you would like this, give good suggestions. We're here because we're knowledgeable about the job that we have. And for people to think that we're just out here trying to serve you hand and foot, making you feel like a king or queen. No, that's you and your partner. That got nothing to do with me. I'm not here to make you feel like a king or queen. I'm just making you here to feel good, give you some good food and some good service. And we're going to act like, you know, like we cool. And that's cool. I'm a really chill server. Like, honestly, if I was a guest, I would want me as a server. That's not even like blowing smoke up my ass. I'm just like, I really go to people like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Like, we have a whole conversation, get to know their lives, all that stuff. And it's just like, that's the hospitality aspect, you know? But yeah, I'm not thinking I'm just here to take your money. But yeah, also I'm not here to take a level of abuse. Like, that's not what we're here for. Like, we got enough in our own personal lives. Like, we're not here to come here and for you to act all high and mighty and stuff. Just eat the food.
Leave your ego at home. It's just
ego. Thank you. He said everything I was trying to say. This is just
eating. Please eat without your ego. Eat without your ego. I just don't get it. All
that to say is what's the lesson for today? Everybody should be treated great. From jump. Just because you're giving tips, which you're probably not, because a lot of people who do have ego and do want to act like they're king and queens do not tip. So but yeah, like check your ego at home. We're only serving food and drinks. Yeah, that's it. We're only serving food and drinks.
Only food and drinks.
It's not that deep.
Really, I don't know. Really assess the service that you're getting to. Do know there's other things that come into play. The person may not be trying to give you bad service or just being neglectful. Maybe there's other things in play. Maybe there's a celebrity in the house and they're forced and they're forced to be their servant at the moment.
Not their servant. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad when that A-list celebrity that popped up, I'm so glad management was blowing smoke up her butt, because I'm just glad we didn't have to really touch that table.
No.
Thank goodness. There was 2 of them over there.
You know what I realized? I said capitalism without. I didn't say classism a couple of times. That's crazy. I got deep with it. It's that too.
It is.
Capitalistic.
It's both of them. It's both of them. Like, just be
good. Just be a good person.
Just be a good. That's it.
And I think, you know what? I think that's what Keith Lee was kind of saying too. Just be decent. Just be a decent business.
Be decent business.
Give good service. Don't treat people like crap.
Yeah. If you got an open table, seat somebody.
But on the back end,
management.
Restaurants are going to probably continue to always manage it. Restaurants probably is going to always give celebrities and public figures that extra attention, that extra service, and we'll put it above average Joes.
It's just like, yo, manager, go take the table. Management should just serve the table. Just serve the table. Like, just you serve the table. That's an important person. You go serve it in your suit.
Yeah, you're not a regular person, baby. Go rent a nice spot where you have that type of service you want. But you know,
it is what it is.
I gotta say.
But that's our take on the whole situation. Like and subscribe. But we talk about some food and hospitality from time to time, and this one we were like, nah, we need to say something about this.
Yeah.
This one, it's a little too close for home for us.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. But listen, it's sometimes very few times the service sucks. Very few times. I can say that a lot of restaurants I've been to, service is great. But also, guys, go to mom and pops. Go to mom and pop restaurant. Stop sitting here for an hour and a half for a trendy spot, especially on a Saturday.
No.
Stop it. Stop going out on unless it's like, that's the only day you have. Don't stop going out on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Just go out on a regular weekday.
Get the best service.
You get the best service. And on top of that, Tuesdays, I would say probably Monday to Thursday, but usually Monday, Tuesdays, there's going to be a lot of industry people. So it's good. It's a lot of people who are already in food and hospitality and who got the vibe. Saturdays is not the vibe. There's a lot of people who don't know how to go out. That's it. There's only a few people that actually know how to go out on Saturday. But yeah,
Saturday is for the kids.
For the kids. So yeah, go to your mom and pops. Give them your money. I know there was like the Real Milk and Honey and Milk and Honey. Give it to the smaller business because you're going to get better service. And because it's so small, you're probably going to get better food.
Yeah.
So look at the reviews. I like to go 4.2 and higher. Usually, if I see a 4.5, I'd rather that. But 4.2 and higher, go to that. Look at the cocktails. Look at the reviews. Make sure you're looking to see like what people are complaining about, which are like mild things that they just want to complain just to see if they can get something free.
Yeah.
Because people do that. But yeah, just make sure you look at the reviews, go to mom and pop shops. They will always put celebrities before you. It is what it is. Hopefully this moment will shine the light on how crazy it is. But also, yeah, that's it.
It's wild out there.
It's wild out there, yes.
Enjoy your dinner.
Enjoy your dinner. Thank you for coming to the cookout. Tip your server. Listen, we know you don't like it, but it is what it is right now. That's it. That's it. It is what it is. So, yeah, tip your server. Y'all make sure y'all eat good, okay? Because that's what Atlanta have. I heard good food.
Oh.
So eat good in the South. And thanks for coming to the cookout, y'all. Grab a plate.
All right. See ya. Ciao.
Ciao.